Hey everybody, and welcome to my comparison of backpacking camping cups. These are all titanium cups. I got 7 of them laying here, and let me give you a little rundown of why I'm looking at these in the first place. So I've decided to go for my water system is smart water bottles and a Sawyer Squeeze, and you can check out all kinds of other YouTube videos out there, and for those that have done a review of these, thank you, it's been a big help to me. So Sawyer Squeeze, and we're going to go with these smart water bottles. I did have a bladder that fit great in this pack, but I'm space confined, or I'm limited to how much space this pack will hold. So I got rid of the bladder system. It just seemed like it'd be for me a pain in the butt. And what I'm seeing is the use of these smart water bottles. And I'm looking at definitely the 1 liter bottle, and then we've got a smaller one, which is 700 milliliter bottle. So what I wanted was, I've got a cook kit and the camping gear, the cook kit, my sleep kit, my shelter is all from my recently departed brother. So that's why I'm sticking with this gear and not changing things up. And plus, he had some good quality stuff. So here we got the cook kit. It's a 700 milliliter titanium by Snow Peak, and inside I've got basically the little stove, a little cleaning pad, and then there's a canister of fuel in here. So I would have liked to be able to nest in another cup for drinking, cooking coffee. I'm envisioning wanting a cup of coffee in the morning while I'm making breakfast, or just sitting around the fire, or while I'm using this primary pot. And I didn't want to go with a collapsible silicone, whatever, another thing that I've got to pack inside. So my backpack has already taken up space, or allocated space, to these water bottles. You can actually get 2 1 liter bottles here. But what I want to do is, since I can't nest another cup inside here, then I'm going to do the reverse. I'm going to nest my water bottle inside a cup, and that cup is going to stay inside the pocket on my backpack. So I've got 7 of them here that I bought off of Amazon, and this is just I'm not sponsored by anybody, so you're getting this from a rookie backpacker. So let's take a quick look at the 5 I'm getting rid of immediately. The first one is, I got anywhere from 300 milliliter up to 450 milliliter by, well, 7 different brands. And 2 of them don't have lids. Some of them, the handles, I didn't like. Some of them, the lids do or don't have a vent hole in them. Another thing is, some of them have, let's see this one, graduated markings for measurement on them. So those are the things to kind of look for, but let's cut to the chase to tell you what I came up with, or decided to go with for this. So this one down here, a 1 liter bottle, just didn't fit. So this is a 300 milliliter by Boundless Voyage for $17.89. It's not going with me. This next one, another 300 milliliter, I believe, made by Lixada, 300 milliliter, $19.97. It's got a cover. I liked it. It did fit the 1 liter bottle. It's a contender, but it was just too small for me. So it's not going to take up any more pack space out in the pouch for me to get a taller or bigger cup to maybe better serve my needs on the trail. This one by Tokes does not have a lid. I do like the handle. I like this notch handle system. It just seems to be a more stable, firm grip. But at only 375 milliliters, it's a little on the small side, and it doesn't have a lid. It does not have any graduated markings, but if you're looking for just a nice cup, it's a contender. Comes in at 1.8 ounces. I think it's one of the lightest cups here. $18.95. But for me, it's not going on the trail. Next one that is getting eliminated from contention is primarily because it doesn't have a lid. It does have graduated markings. I don't like the handle as much, and basically these rounded style handles, to me, well, you can get 3 fingers in there or 2, just a tendency maybe to slip, and then possibly you've got a knuckle or a finger against the hot edge. But I just didn't like the fit and feel of it, but it did serve the purpose of nesting a water bottle in it, so consider it if you want. Cooks and Escape, 375 milliliter, $20.99, 2 ounces. So a very light cup, but for me, a no-go. This next one, primarily it's a no-go, well, a couple reasons. The handles aren't quite as bad. There's a little less because it doesn't have the exposed, let's say, possibility for a knuckle or finger to catch down here. But it's smaller, still smaller, but we're at 400 milliliter. I mean, we're getting bigger. It is one of the heaviest ones, if you want to call it that. 3.3 ounces with the lid, 2.5 ounces without the lid. So a solid ½ ounce more for just a cup than some of the other ones. I don't see any graduated markings, but to me, I found a couple better options. So let's cut to the chase on that. So this one was also more expensive as well at $24.99. It's by Camperig. Well, I guess you can see it on the box. Okay, but for me, that was not going on the trail. The 2 that I'm down to are, one by, this one is a 420 milliliter by Boundless Voyage. I like the handle system, kind of like that Tokes. I like the notching system. I like the squareness of it. It's a good handle, good fitting cup. I find it comfortable. It's got a lid. Now the lid doesn't have a vent hole in it like this other one or some of them. So if you feel that a vent hole is needed, get a drill a hole in it. It doesn't have the graduated markings, but for me, I'm not sure that's a big requirement in a cup. I just want something that I can hopefully make a cup of coffee in or have a beverage along with the meal in case I'm eating out of my cooking pot. This one is by Boundless Voyage. It's 420 milliliter and it comes in with lid at 3.5 ounces, 2.7 ounces without the lid, and it only costs $17.98. So this one's a contender for me by Boundless Voyage. And the other one I've got is by Timber Brother. It's a 450 milliliter, so it is a little bigger capacity. It's almost identical diameter, maybe just a touch bigger diameter than this one. Just a touch, obviously just a touch bigger diameter, touch taller to get another 30 milliliters capacity, but 450 milliliters. I don't like the fit of the handle as much, so you can see that if it's heavy or if it slips, you can get a finger down along maybe this hot surface. But otherwise a contender. It does have the graduated markings, so I like it because of the size. A bigger one that really, it's not going to take up any more space really in my pack, but I'm going to eliminate this one simply because between the two costs, this one's $24.99. It is a little lighter than this one here, 2.9 ounces with the lid, 2.2 ounces without the lid. So biggest capacity, if you're looking for the biggest capacity, fairly lightweight, this is a good contender. but for me, I think I'm going to go with the Boundless. Oops, we're going to go with the Boundless Voyage because, you know, for $7 less, then I can buy a couple accessories. So again, I like the fit and feel of it. The water bottle nests in there very well. I'll carry the lid in the bottom of inside the cook kit or in the bottom of the cook kit bag. And again, near all of these do come with some type of a mesh bag. And more than likely, I'm not going to use the mesh bag for the cup, but maybe I'll find another use for it. Two accessories that I've come across and that I'm going to use are basically this clip bottle holder by Chums, and I've had to have these for a couple of years, but basically it's a carabiner connected to an O-ring, heavy duty O-ring. Basically you slip that over the neck of the bottle and now clip it on your belt, clip it on your daisy chain somewhere on your pack, and you know, so now I've got 1 liter of water that's going to be carried external to any compartment or bag on the pack. And I've used these for a couple of years, just non-camping, just, you know, out for a walk, out for an event or whatever, have it in the car, so pretty handy. The sport caps recommended, because if you got maybe your Sawyer does not have this latest cap, if you're not aware, and thanks for the YouTubers out there that pointed me out to this, is reverse the cap, take the cap off and reverse it, and it slips on, so now that you can back flush it. Bear with me here. You can back flush it right out of one of these filter bottles. And if you don't have this particular style cap, maybe you got a little older version of Sawyer Squeeze, then take the sports cap off of one of your smart water bottle, and you can do the same thing. It's got a similar tip on it that will fit. Oops, excuse me. It's got a similar tip on it that will fit to back flush your filter. Okay. So basically, for about the $7 that I saved on by going with this one, I can buy, you know, probably, you know, 1 or 2 of these bottle clips. Really like them. Or another thing that was suggested is one of these, what are called HotLips. HotLips by Snow Peak. Yes, Snow Peak. And I think this is a 2-pack for about $10, but you can put them on the edge of your cooking pot to be able to drink right from the pot without burning your lips, and it will also fit on the cup. So if you got a hot beverage, nice hot cup of coffee or cocoa or whatever, basically add the HotLips. So pretty much the $7 I saved by going with this cup. The only thing that it doesn't have is the graduated markings for measurements, but otherwise I like the fit, I like the handle. I think I'm set. So we're going to nest that into the pocket here, and doesn't take up hardly, only a few ounces, 2-3 ounces. 2.7 ounces cup only, 3.5 ounces for cup and lid. And I'm pretty much complete for my cooking kit, my water system. I think I'm good to go. So looking forward to my first hike up in northern Minnesota, and hope this helped you out, gave you some ideas as well.